Welcome back for 5th Generation. I'm Jason.
And I'm Randall.
And today we're talking about Nosferatu because we have learned to spell.
Yes. We gained that merit.
Yeah, it goes with linguistics.
Yeah.
And other merits that make you smarter.
Yes.
So today, Nosferatu, sewer rats, and other non-favorable nicknames that go with them.
Yes.
They really haven't changed a whole lot, though.
No, they. I would say that the Nosferatu have probably their concept has pretty much been one of the least touched.
Yeah.
Between editions. I mean, they're clan-centric. Tend to wear their beast on the outside, so they're not as volatile.
Yeah.
On the inside.
Their disciplines haven't been amalgamized or merged really or anything.
Yeah, and that they still do the sneaky.
Sneaky, you never know when one's around.
Best just assume one is.
Yeah. If you feel like you're being watched, best to assume that you are being watched.
Yeah.
They're not walking masquerade breaches. I think in previous editions you kind of get the sense that they are.
Yeah, and that the obfuscate was like truly necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
But in this edition, not so much.
They're just ugly.
They're just ugly. I mean, there are plenty of ugly people out there.
Yeah, so I mean
that we don't call sewer rats.
Yes, that would not a great idea.
They've got the bane of not having good social roles and things like that. Disciplines are potent, obfuscate, and animalism, which is kind of for me, but
yeah, I mean I've always liked obfuscate. I've always liked that sort of like ability that's just like I can just be wherever you don't want me to be.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's the wiser.
Yeah.
So I've always liked the sneakiness, although it's funny because I have played 2 Nosferatu characters. Yeah. And the first one was all about the sneaky.
Uh-huh.
And then the
second
one really was not. He just used it like when he absolutely needed to.
Yeah, he was just very concierge.
Yeah.
How can I help you with the badness in your life?
Yeah, much more social.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah, I really like that character too, honestly.
I've been all week been trying to remember what was that character's name? I can't remember his name all of a sudden.
Nagus.
That was it. Nagus. Oh, yes. What a good character. I think Nosferatu, I think you played him really well. I think you leaned into how in 5th edition Nosferatu kind of, I think for me, feel like they should be. Like they're in the background, they're facilitating all kinds of things that you don't see in game. But as a storyteller, I can be like, oh well, this Nosferatu over here just did this, so this is why this or this or this happens.
I kind of feel like that the Nosferatu are the power brokers of the low clans. That they're they're the powerful low clan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean even the high clans may be disgusted by them at their toreador, or they may be kind of uncomfortable about having them about or distrustful of them. They all realize they serve a major purpose, and nobody really wants to get on their bad side.
Right? Yeah, nobody wants to be on their list of now I'm going to have rats and rodents following me around forever.
Yeah.
And telling
all my secrets getting out there. Venture will literally intentionally seek problems with Brujah.
Right. Nobody picks a fight with an Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Because they can't just beat your ass. They
have
to. They
can't. If it comes right down to it, if you're really going to push it to that, they can and will just beat you.
They can and will just tear your arms off. They don't care.
Yeah. They can do that.
Well, and in 5th edition, I just got my player's guide. Of course, I have it at work because the other day I didn't have my backpack with me, so it stayed at work because I ride a bike. But in the player's guide, they beefed up animalism, something fierce.
Yeah, animalism got a really much needed makeover, and I loved what they did with it.
Things like using your disciplines through the animals that you send out, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I think animalism, and not to make this a discipline episode, but since it's one of Nosferatu's main disciplines, it seemed like, well, you either had like an animal that hung around you, or you tried to summon swarms of animals to attack people, and that was pretty much it.
Right. Or use them as spies.
And a lot of players don't go deep enough into animalism to really get the benefits of like Quell the Beast and things like that. But with the player's guide now, Nosferatu can do so much more with their animals. Sending out messengers, using their other disciplines, whatever they are, through an
animal, which is just so awesome.
So you pick a Nosferatu with like Dominate and are present or something.
The curious owl lands on your windowsill and you're like, oh, look at that, and then you're dominated. Yeah.
Potence, it's got some good stuff. They got the kind of the Wrecking Ball version of Potence in the player's guide.
There's some fun stuff with Potence. Yeah, absolutely.
And then Obfuscate. I mean, Obfuscate's got Mind Maze in the player's guide, which is Dominate and Obfuscate, where you just lock them in some mental thing.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
So, like, Nosferatu can be kind of a bully if you want them to be.
Yeah, they tend to not go there as a clan.
If I want to bully, I'll pick Bruno.
or La Sombra.
Yeah, or La Sombra, but, like, I don't think...
Like, Nosferatu just don't know you...
You don't know that a Nosferatu is going to bully you until he's already done it.
Yeah, and I feel like that when they do it, there's no subtlety to it. It's just like you cross so many lines at this point, you should just expect that the bullying's coming.
Yeah.
Because as a clan, I think one of the things I've always loved about the Nosferatu, like in a conceptual story kind of standpoint, is because that they're the beastliest of the vampires appearance-wise. Mm-hmm. They look like what most vampires are on the inside.
Right.
But they actually kind of are, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, kind of better manners?
Yeah, they are. They're genteel. They're like the gentleman vampire, almost sometimes, for me at least. Yeah, I think of the Nosferatu in, like, I don't know if you remember, but I think it was either in the second edition book or maybe the first edition book. But it was this gnarly looking guy with fangs coming up from the bottom, but he was wearing like a tuxedo.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, it's like, because they know what it's like to be just ostracized. Because regardless of their wealth or their intellect or previous station in life, a lot of times they end up just having to live in a warren somewhere.
Yeah.
And so they're used to just being cast out for completely superficial reasons. And I think that even if they're gruff-natured, like they don't necessarily have etiquette.
Right.
They are a clan that kind of that has more empathy, I think. They kind of can understand hard ways a little bit.
They have sympathy for the underdog.
Yes.
I think you could play them where they have this desire to be kind of like a guide, maybe, for others.
Yeah.
Like when I think of somebody who's like, oh, I'm seeking Golconda, or I'm seeking enlightenment, or whatever. Well, if you're not going to the Kindred of the East, then find a Nosferatu.
Right. Well, or if you're just wanting, or if you, I feel like that's the clan too. That is like if you got like a Thin Blood or a Kaiti,
right,
or something like that. They're probably lucky if they run into a Nosferatu first.
Right. They're going to take them under their wing, maybe.
Yeah, they're going to try to help them out.
Right.
But I think that would most people would agree largely that would be within clan character.
Sure. I mean, and I don't need to portray them as like altruistic, because they really aren't.
They're monsters like the rest.
Yeah, they're monsters like the rest, but there's just I don't know, I've always found that whenever, on the very few occasions that I've played a Nosferatu, I've tried to be more of the good vampire-ish.
Well, I mean, like when I was playing Nagus, who literally made a business of kidnapping folks. So, a monster all the way, but he was also kind of like always the sort of, like, as far as like the coterie went, he was always the one that like was always trying to seek reconciliation,
right,
and just make things easier for everybody,
right? Like he's like the mediator, whereas you have like in that coterie we had a Toreador that was very used to getting her way. We had Banu Hakim that was very aggressive, and a lot of things were happening. Like we had a minister that was, wanting to get her way. So having a Nosferatu there that's kind of like, look, why y'all are fighting? You don't look like me, kind of thing.
Right.
Going on like that. That's a really unique way of play, I think, for Vampire. You don't see it out of the other clans as much. Like, I think the stereotypes, if you're trying to play a Ventru, then I think other Ventrus just pressure you to be an asshole.
Yeah.
And other La Sombra pressure you to be
the group culture of a clan.
Yeah. And they took that out of 5th edition where it's like stereotypes.
Right.
Others.
Those were fun.
But those were great because it's like, okay, well, generally, here's how Ventru or La Sombra or Brujah think of Nosferatu.
Yeah, and how vice versa.
And vice versa. What Nosferatu think of Ventura and those other clans. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to play to those, but it gives you kind of an idea. And I think Nosferatu to me just are the good guys. If I have to pick a good guy.
A good guy clan.
Yeah, it's the
no, I think I would agree with you.
Even the Slubri don't like ping that in me because they eat souls.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like the Salubri kind of like, now admittedly, I kind of see them as like a 50-50.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when they're good or enlightened, they very much are. Mm-hmm. But it's but when they're not, they're very nasty.
They're very not.
Yeah. And so
like Zamisi can be the good guys if you're being nice to them and you do what they want because you're theirs. You know, but Nosferatu seem to just try to be decent kindred.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, like I said, I think that they're one of the few clans that actually, as a clan, don't view using some basic empathy as a weakness.
Right.
You know, because I mean, like if you're a La Sombra, even if you're a person that is good at empathy, they're probably gonna try very hard to beat that out of you. Mm-hmm. The Ventru would find you naive and abuse you probably until you finally figure out like they're just gonna keep using me.
Right.
Until I get good at this, and then
I think Nosferatu you could almost do a whole coterie of Nosferatu and each one be fairly unique because you could get the monstrous one in there, you know, somebody. Well, I mean, even Count Orloff from the movie Nosferatu wasn't necessarily like he was, you know, Dracula essentially, but. I mean, other Nosferatu that I can think of in like film and literature. I mean, none really pop up other than like Nosferatu, like the movie,
right?
The book, like
right.
Varney the Vampire, which is before Bram Stoker, or at least a contemporary. Like he was attractive and stuff, but eventually revealed to be this horrible-looking monster.
Right.
So I guess maybe that, but. I think our culture has been so weaned on Interview with the Vampire, Lestat, Louis, Twilight. Right. They're all attractive. They're nothing. Nobody's
they're
ever.
Pretty.
Yeah, they're all pretty. Yeah. They're all romantic and blah. And then you have Nosferatu and Masquerade, where they're just like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. But I'm a better person than the rest of you.
Right. No, it's Well, isn't there even, and I could be completely misremembering this because it's been a while since that I have read it, but in the Book of Nod, wasn't there actually like supposed to be some sort of prophet, the first true love that would occur between a human and a vampire would occur with a Nosferatu?
I don't know.
Or something like that.
It was something, there was something in there.
Or something like that.
We're like the clan founder of the Nosferatu, some kind of hunter or something, and then he got cursed. I can't remember. They're whole funny because the Nituku.
That's
what I was thinking. Like this like offshoot of the Nosferatu that hunt other Nosferatu.
Yes, supposedly the true.
Right,
Nosferatu.
The true Nosferatu, and not to be confused with the true Brujah, who are way better than regular Brujah. But anyway, that's not V5.
You're gonna get a lot of hate mail about Temporis now.
Oh, Temporis is just celerity. Celerity is just Temporis. Whatever. Give me my stoic, non-feeling Brujah any day. But yeah, Nosferatu, man, they're unique because they try, I think, for me, they're unique because they try to be better than what they appear to be. Whereas all the other clans appear to be fine, but they're
awful.
They're all awful.
Yeah.
All horrible. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, teasing, I guess, a little bit, but in some ways, I think they're kind of like, I think the Zimishe are kind of the like social version.
Sure.
It's like, on the they're the perfect person socially.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like they take courtesy,
Yeah.
hospitality,
All
and they're very seriously, you know, but inside is a true monster.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you look like I feel.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't wait till we get to talk about them. That's my favorite.
They're coming up. So what's next? What element? O, nothing. O, P, no P's. Q, R, Ravnos.
Ravnos, yeah.
So I think we're at the Ravnos. See,
we'll double check that.
Yeah,
guys.
we will. We gotta go through our alphabet each time. We could just look in the book, but
I think you're right though. I think it is Ravnos.
I think Ravnos are next, right? Yeah,
I believe so.
We're gonna say yes, and it may change between now and next time we do this.
Yeah.
So we got Ravnos, and then Setites, and then Zavisi. We skipped ministry, didn't we? We're horrible people. But just because I think of the ministers as Setites.
Setites, I did the same thing.
In my head, like I just did it then. It's like, oh yeah, then we have Setites.
So we should do a ministry.
Maybe we'll do ministry next. I don't know.
Yeah.
We nailed Malkavian in order. Then we just screwed up the alphabet again. Unless we don't do ministry next, maybe we just save them as Setites. I don't know. We'll see what we do. We'll keep it a surprise.
To be honest, I still just call them Setites.
I do too.
I expect everybody to get what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But in 5th edition, they're called the ministers.
And I do like that.
I do too. I like the rebranding.
Yeah. No. I like it, but it's just been hard to get used to.
Yeah. Especially when I'm trying to do it quick in my head.
And they're such an iconic clan.
They are. They have their own. It's like we don't even want your deity Cain guy.
They just completely step out of the entire thing and just like that's dumb.
We have our own.
Yeah, we have our own. Yeah, Cain, whatever.
So maybe we'll do minister next. We'll see. It'll be either ministry or Ravnos. We'll, whatever. All right, we're at Kingsmaker as always. Thanks to Kingsmaker for hosting.
Absolutely.
Thank you to Randall for hanging out with me, and
Fun
thank
as
you
always.
all for listening. And everybody have a good day.
Take care, everyone.